Alright, how's it going, everybody? I see Juan, Red Panda, and Vanillix. How you guys doing today? How you guys doing? I won't be able to make the stream, so you're saying hi. Well, hey, it was good to see you. Thanks for stopping by, Red Panda. Hope you have a good night. Crimson Genesect, what is going on? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Welcome back. Alright, let's double check this Jirachi. Just for sanity's sake, we've already checked it before, but we're just going to make sure. Sleepy Latius, welcome. How are you doing today? But yeah, and there we go. Off we go, guys. Jirachi more like Jiraiya? What? Yeah, hopefully we can make some more progress on Jirachi today. Probably gonna hope for 20-ish encounters? Maybe. We're probably gonna try to go a little bit longer tonight. I'm not sure if we can. My AC decided to break again, which is fantastic. Fortunately, it's a little bit cooler out right now than it was last time it happened. But we shall see. Doing fine, how about me? I'm doing pretty okay. Work went well today. It's a little bit warm, as I mentioned with the AC. I might actually go grab like an ice pack out of the fridge. Just like have like cold air by me. What is the Fallen supposed to be? Those are shinies that we have encountered during this Jirachi hunt, yet could not catch, or we failed to catch, or had the soft reset over. Yeah. The Zigzagoon is genuinely a wild Zigzagoon we encountered. I posted a video of my reaction and pure, like, feeling of distraught on my YouTube channel this past weekend. The Mudkip, less so a thing. The Mudkip was something that my little shiny hunting bot hunted on this cartridge, and I needed to do a Jirachi hunt, so I made everyone freak out by resetting over a shiny Mudkip on stream. How do I hunt Jirachi? Good question. So the Jirachi hunt is a bit interesting in how it works. You can see above me there is a second capture going on. That is a capture of a GameCube with the Pokemon Coliseum bonus disc in it. That was a pre-order in North America. Pre-order bonus for Coliseum in North America. The disc is capable of giving a Jirachi to any English Ruby or Sapphire cartridge. So what you do is you start a new save and you collect the Jirachi on it. Unfortunately, for time's sake, it takes a little bit long to do it because you have to play until you get the Pokedex before you can hunt or before you can collect the Jirachi. And because the Jirachi is passed to the game while the game is technically turned off, you can't save before getting Jirachi and reset right there. So you have to play the whole starting part of the game over and over and over again. But it is fun. I do enjoy it. I do enjoy this hunt. It's fun. It's fun just to play more Gen 3, to be honest. You were mega late yesterday, but today's a makeup. Hey, you're here right at the start. Yeah, man. But yeah, so hopefully that like kind of explains Jirachi a little bit. Obviously, it's probably easier just to kind of see it happen once. Everything we do is necessary. I'm not like doing anything extra like that we don't have to. Outside of one thing where technically you can kind of glitch. You can kind of glitch the game into letting you collect multiple Jirachis on a single save. Just the way that it does some stuff, like if you hit save and then turn off the console, you can kind of mess with it. I don't do that just because I feel that that's a bit glitchy, and I would rather just like go about it and get it the normal way. Gabby, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. I'm doing well. How are you doing? All right, that Poochyena fight was pretty fast. It was a 2-hit. That's generally the best we get, but it wasn't like a great 2-hit. Usually we can, or not usually, but with like a good 2-hit, usually it's like 1.5 hits is more what we needed, you know? That one we actually needed both hits to take it all the way down. It came down to a little bit of variance between each hit to take it down on that second turn. So it's not terrible. We've had plenty of Torchics that took 3 hits to take out Poochyena. So most likely the attack stats on this Torchic aren't bad. A good pet and small kitten right now. Nice. That's always a good time. I spent a lot of today with a cat in my lap. It was laundry day, and it was the time that, you know, her little cat bed has to go through the washing machine every once in a while. It was that day, so she wasn't able to sleep in her little bed, so she was sleeping on my lap most of this afternoon. Yeah, I mean, if we can get all the way through the grass without another encounter, that would be pretty good. I'd be pretty unsurprised if we got another encounter in this patch of grass right here. Alright, cool, we made it. So we save here just as one of those kind of things where it's like, you know, you waste a little bit of time right here saving when you don't necessarily have to, but it is a massive help if you do lose to May, which happens fairly often if you haven't done any other battles with your Pokemon. When you're both level 5, it is a fairly even fight. Generally, Torchic is a bit faster, while Mudkip is slightly bulkier, so usually Mudkip's bulk isn't higher than Torchic's to the point where it takes multiple moves more to knock down a Mudkip, but we would lose if we didn't outspeed it. So during this hunt, did you end up getting a shiny Mudkip, and did you encounter Zigzagoon? Just noticed the Fallen? Yeah, so we encountered the Zigzagoon on the last patch of grass before May, which is the last patch of grass you have to step in. Oh, that was close. There's always a risk of Mudkip critting, and Mudkip crits fairly often. And that's always an issue. Yeah, so we encountered a shiny Zigzagoon, and we have no Pokeballs right now, so we had to knock it out. I posted the clip of that the other day on the channel. Over the weekend, I posted that. And what else was there? Oh yeah, the Mudkip. The Mudkip's a bit different of a situation. Again, there's a video kind of about it on the channel. That one's more so like context for what happened with Mudkip. I made a couple months ago now. It's weird to say because it feels like it was just a few days ago. I took this little Arduino box here and adapted it so that it could play Pokemon or play really any GameCube game. And just because you can play Pokemon on GameCubes, it plays it that way. It acts as a GameCube controller and puts in inputs, and it was able to shiny hunt. It shiny hunted for Mudkip. It successfully found it, which was freaking amazing to see that it worked. However, unfortunately, I did it on this Ruby cartridge I used for the Jirachi hunt. That's not good. What the heck? It's not bad necessarily, but what the heck? Okay. That could have been worse. Hopefully this works. Yeah, there we go. Sorry about that. I was a little bit panicked as the GameCube feed above me turned off. But yeah, so basically what happened is my little shiny hunting box was just kind of running and testing, and as part of that I was just like, run on Ruby, I'm not sure how long it'll take. And it happened to find it right before I planned on streaming, and I didn't have a way to trade anything off of the game. So we reset over it on stream. Yeah, it's actually really cool. I'm working on an upgraded version of it that should work a lot better. Right now, Right now it's limited specifically to Mudkip, just in the fact that I coded it to do Mudkip. And also, like, it has to have power from the computer and all this other stuff. It's not quite the box I want. It's not quite what I want it to be, but I have all the parts to make a better version of it that I am slowly working on. I just haven't had a lot of time recently. But yeah, there'll be more to that at some point, and it'll be really cool to... It'll be really, really cool to get it, like, fully working. And that is one encounter, yes, right there, one encounter. 11 minutes into the stream. Admittedly, you know, a couple minutes of that wasn't really even streaming. Ooh, it's raining. But yeah, so there's a few tricks that we've learned over time with this that make it a little bit faster. Originally, we were somewhere between 10 and 15 minutes per encounter, whereas now I think it's closer to 8 to 10 minutes, generally. Like, a bad run now is, like, still maybe under 10 minutes, whereas previously, a bad run was just, like, or a good run was, like, 11 minutes or something, and we were lucky to get, like, 10 encounters in a stream. Whereas now, we can generally get 14 in a 2-hour stream. I tend to go a bit longer, just to kind of try to hit, like, 20 a stream or something like that, just because it takes a while per encounter. Oh, new Loki episode tomorrow? Yeah, the last Loki episode. It's gonna be crazy. I'm excited for it. I'm excited. Loki's been a fantastic show. It's been so good. I'm so excited for it. And also, I'm gonna go ahead and give a heads up. I think I've mentioned it to everyone who's here, I believe. Tomorrow will be the last stream for the week. Yeah, so tomorrow will be the last stream for the week. I am taking a vacation this weekend, starting on Thursday. Mel and I are going out of town, and yeah, so I won't be streaming on... Yeah, I won't be streaming Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. We'll be back on Monday after tomorrow, so... I believe the plan is for tomorrow's stream to be a Dynamax Adventure stream. Unless people are, like, completely against that or something like that, but, yeah, so the plan is for Dynamax Adventures, so be prepared to come in and participate in that. I would love to have as many people in chat in the raids as possible. And yeah, that should be a good time. So I'm glad we got Bulbasaur yesterday so we can actually do a little bit of varied hunting this week, because we haven't been able to do that all that much. Don't forget Adele on the trip. Oh yeah, no, I've got a friend coming and taking care of Adele. Isn't the next episode going to be the finale? Yeah, it's the last episode. It set itself up to be the last episode. It'd be hard for them to do anything but the last episode now. Granted, who knows, they might set it up for a season 2. That wouldn't be super surprising or anything. But yeah, I'm very excited for this episode of Loki. It's just been such a good show. Like Loki more than the previous Marvel shows. I would agree. I would probably rank it Loki, WandaVision, and then Falcon Winter Soldier. Just because I've mentioned this before, to me Falcon and Winter Soldier personally kind of felt like a show that should have been a movie. Like, I feel like it could have gotten its same kind of point across and gotten the same character development in a movie, like in a single like movie, like a 2-hour movie or something like that. Granted, to an extent, that show really wasn't for me, you know? Like, if you've seen it, like, you know that, like, I'm definitely not the person who, like, that message is trying to, you know, like, support, right? So, so it's not for me. I won't say, like, oh, it's bad or anything, because it was a good show. I just personally felt like it might have been a little bit too long. It just moved a bit too slowly in my mind. WandaVision was really good. I think the finale, that was a little bit weak. It started off really, really well, and I loved that concept. And they ended up building on it really well, and like I liked everything it started kind of setting up. But Loki is by far my favorite so far. Yo, Beetle Binky, what is going on, man? Hope you get this shiny soon. I've never seen anyone do this hunt. Dude, hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, Beetle. Yeah, no, this is a super fun hunt. I'm hoping to add 3 more setups to this at some point soon. I'm working on getting a new place and moving and all that stuff, so I don't want to, like, make a whole bunch of eBay purchases and ship them here and then not be here. So that's a plan for after I've moved and everything. But Rising Blue Phoenix, he actually successfully did this hunt. I think he finished it about a month ago, but he'd been doing it for years, and he successfully found Jirachi at, like, I believe 1,076 encounters. It was crazy. Yeah, so it's been proven it can be done. No, it's super awesome you got it, and I hope I can get it soon. You can find a shiny Poochyena. Yeah, it's possible for the Poochyena to be shiny. Yes, yes. For sure. Yeah, the uncatchable Poochyena here and, like, the uncatchable Zigzagoon and Emerald are, like, the most notorious uncatchable shinies. Isn't it done through a disc or something? Yeah. So above me, that, like, bonus disc capture is a capture of a GameCube holding a Coliseum bonus disc from back, like, if you pre-ordered the game back when it came out. And yeah, it has the little Jirachi screen here, and there's a special adapter cable that plugs the Game Boy Link port into the GameCube controller port. And with a copy of Ruby or Sapphire, if you have the Pokedex in the game, like, you have to play until you have the Pokedex, which is why I'm playing through so much of the game every time, you can transfer Jirachi to the save. So yeah, it does use that disc. The disc is the kind of the limiting factor on the hunt. Ow, cat, no. I'm sorry, cat. The cat tried getting on my lap, but then kind of dug into my leg a little bit. Yeah, so the way that my setup works is I end up having 2 GameCubes, one with that Coliseum bonus disc in it, and the other with a Game Boy Player. The Game Boy Player isn't necessary, it's just the easiest way for me to capture Game Boy footage, because my DS capture card that would be able to capture Game Boy footage is, or doesn't work for this, because they removed the link cable port in order to add the, the USB output. Imagine a playthrough holding a game for 1 encounter. I mean, there's gotta be something like that, right? Like, there's gotta be a hunt that's like that. Or is Jirachi the closest thing to that? Well, Manaphy's kind of the same way. These ones where you're not really hunting for Jirachi's ID, you're hunting for your ID. Use a Wavebird setup too. Yeah, definitely cheaper than a DS capture card. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, here's the thing. I've got... If I could find it. Who knows where it is? Oh, yeah, here it is. Oh, yeah, I can reset. Yeah, I've got, like, a DS capture card. It has the USB port on it. But again, that's where the link cable was. So like, that's where the link cable port was. So I can't use that for this anymore. But yeah, no, it's way easier to just do capture this way as opposed to, like, having to get a DS capture card, especially now. I don't even know where you would get, like, a new DS capture card at this point, because the only place I knew to get DS capture cards was Katsukity. And, like, I think Loopy's still up, but Loopy only does... Hold on, I'm going to double check this again. I know we checked this, but I want to make sure. But I think Loopy only does, like, original 3DS cards, right? Like, nothing else. Man, if he's super long. It is, man, it is. I underestimated that one horribly when I started it. I haven't finished it. I need to go back to it. But I have all the eggs. I have, like, the 10 eggs that I would want to use. I just didn't realize how long the actual hunt would take per encounter. Like, that one was really long. I think Jirachi might technically be longer per individual encounter, but because Manaphy, you hatch, like, 5 at a time, it feels a bit different. It feels a bit slower. As opposed to, Jirachi, where they're more spread out. But yeah, so I have all the eggs for that. I just don't have the patience. And at the moment, unfortunately, my 3DS capture card and my DS capture card, like, aren't playing together super nicely on my computer. I got it working once on my old PC, but I couldn't figure out whatever, like, driver magic I have to pull to make them work this time around. Loopy's never active anymore. Yeah, like, I feel like you just gotta get really lucky to find him at this point. And I mean, I don't blame him either. I mean, at this point, like, they aren't making new 3DSs, so like, it's gotta be a limited supply of like things that he can, you know, even mod at this point. 2 years for you to get that shiny green, blue, shiny Manaphy. Yay, Shy Dude, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Rowlet is lame. No, you're lame. Rowlet crimes, there we go. WandaVision was good, Falcon Winter Soldier was okay, and Loki's just wow. I feel like that's a joke, Vanillix. I feel like you're just making a wow joke there. Which unfortunately the show hasn't made yet. I'm kinda sad about that, to be honest. Better feel lucky that the mods aren't here, Shy Dude. Granted, they would probably disagree with you. Rowlet's now at 13k, you're about to explode. Dude! What the heck? How have you gone like that far with Rowlet and not found one yet? You didn't realize that? Uh-huh. Sure. There is a mod on Nightbot. Nightbot just suddenly, like, gains sentience. They really need Owen Wilson to say wow at least once. He's done such a good job in the role, though. Like, I'm not gonna spoil anything just because, again, like, it's a fantastic show. You should go watch it if you have the ability to and haven't yet. But, like, the chemistry between Owen Wilson and Tom Hiddleston is insane. And I think they managed to nail, like, expectations. Like, they managed to nail, like, the perfect balance of, like, the expectations of what the show would end up being in terms of feel with, like, what they kind of wanted, like with what other like kind of feel they want the show to have. Like I feel like a lot of people went in, Owen Wilson's like a big title, like, you know, actor in the movie or in the show, and they're like, oh, it's gonna be a comedy. And it's like they nail the feel of the comedy while also not like only being comedy. Like it's actually a decently serious show. Santa's lame. By the way, you mean your Hunt? I hope you find it soon, Shy Dude. It's insane that you haven't found it yet. You have Shiny Charm, right? And I mean, even if you didn't have the Shiny Charm, that's crazy. So genuinely, I really hope you find that soon. Love the scenes with them too. Like, yeah, no, it's been fantastic. Like, honestly, everyone they cast for that show has been phenomenal. Everyone's been great. Yo, Grenji, how's it going, man? Trying to shiny it in Gen 4, but it's hard to figure out how to do it. Oh, Poke Radar? Yeah, Poke Radar is crazy. It's really cool. But yeah, it takes a good bit to get used to it, especially... For me, the biggest thing wasn't even, like, understanding, like, how to determine what the best patch of grass is and stuff like that. Because that's something, like... I've heard that from Mel a whole bunch, like, because Mel does a lot of that hunting. And it's like... I feel like I could pick that up fairly quickly, because you have time to think on that. The thing that continuously screwed me up when I tried doing it one time, was I kept looking away from the system at the one moment you're not supposed to look away from the system. I kept looking up as all the grass was shaking, so like I just continuously missed it. I was like, oh, oops. Sister, how to make Animal Crossing more fun? I don't know. I haven't played Animal Crossing since, like, this time last year. If not, like, even earlier than this time last year. I kind of, like, just hit a point where I, like, swapped over to a different game and didn't look back. Don't even have to Poke Radar yet. Oh, like, are you just trying to get the Poke Radar at this point? Hey, Cinder, how's it going? Imagine being Mel and getting, like, 4 Baneri or whatever, right? Yeah, during the Valentine's stream, yeah. Yeah, no, she's good with Poke Radar. Haven't played Animal Crossing since the last big update. I haven't played it since like right before the second big update. Like there was the update that added like Leaf and I think like the upgraded Nook's Cranny or something, and that was it. That was the last update I played during. I actually haven't played since they added scuba diving. Am I excited about Pokemon Unite? Not really. I have issues with the developer as well as I just don't play MOBAs. So, yeah, I'm not a super big fan of Unite. It's fine. It's fine for anyone, fine with anyone who is. It's just it's not for me. Like even if Game Freak made it, it wouldn't be for me. Hey Kevin, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Hey Snickers, how's it going? Sorry you're late. You were cleaning your duck's pool. You're all good. You have a duck? That's so cool. That's awesome. Yeah, no need to apologize about being late or anything. It's just cool to have you guys here. You love the mods? Well, none of the mods are here, so I'll let them know. Well, I'm gonna think so. The mods are pretty cool. Mildly better. How am I? I'm doing pretty well. I am doing pretty well. Thanks for asking. I'm excited. I'm taking a long weekend. Taking a long weekend this weekend, so just a heads up again for anyone who wasn't here yesterday or wasn't here earlier this stream. Tomorrow will be the last stream for the week. Mel and I are taking a vacation. We're gonna be out of town Thursday through Sunday, so I'm excited for that. I'm looking forward to that. It'll be good to just kind of go and relax and do stuff. Today is the day that we find shiny Zigzagoon 2. Never say never. Technically, I am one. This is true. I have all the powers. What day is it? You lost track of days. Today is Tuesday. Don't worry, I also lose track of days. Last week was really weird. Granted, last week was like... Was it last week or was it the week before? Yeah, it was last week. Last week I got really confused just because it was like... holiday week. It was a 4-day week that started on a Tuesday. That always throws everything off. Sorry for not being around these past few weeks. Got super depressed and burned out with Pokemon at the same time. Hey, no, you're good, man. No need to apologize for that. I'm glad to hear that you're feeling a little bit better. But yeah, it's good to have you here, man. But again, no need to apologize for like taking a break and stuff. I totally get it. I took a break for like a year and a half. I might hunt Dialga. I got Bulu today and don't know what to hunt next. Do it. Go for Dialga. Get it. How are you feeling, by the way, Shy Dude? How are you feeling? I know, like, this morning you said you were starting to feel the vaccine stuff. I'm still feeling it now. I imagine, if it's anything like mine was, I'm imagining you're still feeling it a good bit, but... By the time that you posted tomorrow, by the time you posted this morning, tomorrow, you'll be back to normal, I feel. If it's anything like how it was for me, it was just like, after 24 hours, it was just done. I'm gonna touch a Pokemon game in a few weeks, yeah. Body's boiling hot on the outside, but on the inside it's freezing cold. Yep. Yep. Like you're freezing, and then if like you like touch any part of your body, it is extremely warm. I feel that. Trying to force yourself to hunt something. Not sure what to hunt. Started the Shiny Luck to make a Ruby, but don't know if you want to play that right now. I wouldn't force yourself, man. I wouldn't force yourself with any of it. Like, if you want to do something, just do something super calm, like a Masuda hunt or something like that. But don't push it. Don't do anything you don't feel like doing, because that's only just gonna keep burning you out more, you know? Did you see the meme you sent about the truck? You found it on Reddit? Dude, I laughed so hard at that. That was so good. Oh, I haven't slept in a week, Kevin. I'm so sorry, man. Don't push yourself to do something you don't want to do. Exactly. Other thing is, you're younger and had COVID wants to know if you're gonna react a bit different. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I'm not sure, like... I'm not sure, like, what, like, the correlation is between age and how you react to it. But yeah, I know, like, for my friend who had, like, gotten sick before, his first round felt like most people's second round, and then his second round also felt like most people's second round. So yeah, having it makes it worse, for sure. Granted, I think it's more so, like, in the severity of, like, your reaction to it, not so much in, like, the length of time that you're hit by it. Everyone I've talked to, it was, like, 24 hours or less, and then they were fine. Because for me, I vividly remember waking up at, like, 4:30 in the morning, shaking violently from how cold I was. I had to go to the bathroom, and I got out of the covers, and it got even worse. And, like, I was, like, hobbling to the bathroom, freezing, just waiting to get back under the blankets that were not enough. And felt awful until I could, like, wake up and get, like some, like, pain medicine and fever relief in me. And, you know, it's kind of... like, that was the worst of it, and it kept kind of getting better throughout the day, but coming back, like, in waves, you know? And then, by the next morning, I was fine. Yo, Goldie, what is going on? Welcome, welcome. Do it, just do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday he said tomorrow, so just do it. Make your dreams come true. Just do it. Alright, thank you, Shia. I appreciate it. Love that Brendan Van meme, right? Thanks for your lack of motivation. You gave yourself the charm to make a Ruby to find Torchic so they show up faster. Showered in boiling hot water to kill the freezing. Fair plan, fair plan. I found one of the best Minecraft texture packs. It turns acacia trees into cherry blossom trees. Ooh. That's cool. Turns the wood textures pink. Huh, I might have to look at that just to see what it... just out of curiosity. I might have to check that out. You got the one-shot one? Nice. Hopefully that works well for you. But a week now, I haven't had any side effects besides how bad it hurt when they injected it into you. Your arm was sore for a few days. Huh, it's interesting that, like, you felt it, because... I will say, again, I've talked about it before. I'm an absolute wimp when it comes to needles. Just, like, a phobia thing. Like, nothing else. Like, it's like, definitely go get it. I am a big proponent of go get it. Come on, tech guy, what the heck? But yeah, terrified of needles. The first time I got it, it felt like a little pinch. The second time I got it, the lady was giving me the shot, like, had me sitting in the chair and, like, positioned my arm really weirdly. Like, just, like, really put it in a super uncomfortable position. Like, as far as, like, pulling, like, my arm up and back and trying to get it on an armrest. And I thought, like, maybe it was just, like, she, like, was, like, going by the book of, like, firmly plant, like, the arm on the chair or something. And I was too tall for that to work normally. That was kind of my assumption. But then, like, it was kind of talking. I felt her, like, you know, do the little, like, alcohol wipe. And then she's like, "You're done." I was like, hold up, like I know that, like mentally I overblow these kind of things because, again, phobia. But, like, to have literally not felt it was insane. Just however they did it with that one. Because, I mean, in general, like, again, even, like, just lazily, it's not that bad, you know. Neither of your shots hurt. Yeah, like mine. Maybe it's because you got the Johnson & Johnson one. I don't know. Didn't feel the needle at all. Like, it's like, was that it? Did you give it to me? Yeah, right. Yeah. Like the first dose, like it was a little pinch, and then yeah, my arm was sore the next day, and then the other one didn't feel it at all, and my whole body was sore the next day. So my arm was probably also sore in the process, but who knows? Not scared of the needles, I'm scared of the person poking you with the needle. It's like, give it to me, let me do it myself. No, man, I'm an absolute wimp with them, man. I'm terrible about it. Like, if at any point, like, a needle comes up in like a movie or something, and like it's a scene of like someone getting injected with something, I have to look away. I can't watch it. Pokemon Go gave you 3 months of YouTube Premium for free? That's weird. I'll be honest, so I got a new Chromecast recently, like one of the ones that's the Android TV one, and part of that was like, oh, you get like 2 weeks of YouTube Premium. I'll be honest, I wanted it turned off immediately. Because I don't know if anyone else does this, and this is definitely like, probably sounds extremely weird. But what kept happening for me is like, I'd get used to Premium, but then, I don't know if anyone else is like this, sometimes like a video pops up in your recommended that you're curious about, but you already know that you don't want YouTube to just recommend you videos based off of you watching that. You know, so like you like right click it and open it in like incognito just so it doesn't like completely change your homepage and fill it with videos, because like one really interesting looking video, but I don't need like 20 more videos about this hobby I don't care about. You know, that kind of thing. And all it did was make it where it was really jarring to open up that like incognito browser and suddenly have the like 2 unskippable ads again. Like, just give them to me all the time. Like, just continue to have the system how it is now, where they like show up randomly and like they're on everything. Or let me like somehow just put Premium on my computer without it being associated with my account, you know? Are you the weird person who loves needles? When you were young, you loved getting the flu shot? I mean, hey, it's great to like getting it. Good for you, Gabby. But I think there was one time I had to get like, I don't want to go too far into it and be like all gross, but I got like splinters in my hand, and the way they got them out was basically with a thumbtack, like a really sharp thumbtack. And I think that was the moment that I associated that excruciating level of pain with sharp objects. Or like sharp metal objects. So I was just not a fan of stuff after that. But yeah, good on you for liking getting it. That's awesome. Then after you get your vaccine, you're having a hard time sleeping. I woke up at 3 a.m., then woke up at 6 a.m., and then had a final around 2 p.m. Oof. After all that, you had a raid with the guild at 9 p.m., and you were thinking, please just let everyone just focus so we can kill the boss first try. I don't want to be here. And then you did. Interesting day. Was that for your second round? I'm impressed. I'm impressed you were functional at all for that, to be honest. Because I got my second one. I was out of commission. Mel actually came. Mel had gotten hers about a couple weeks before me. Mel actually came over specifically to be here for the day after I got it, in order to like be able to get me anything, because I was miserable. I was miserable for it was only 24 hours, but I was miserable for most of those 24 hours. Because at one point I was still laying in bed, and the door was open because Mel had gone to go get stuff and I wasn't going to stand up to go to the door. I was freezing and aching all over. Adele came in and hopped on my chest, and I was too like weak and in pain to get her off. The problem was all the pain I was in was her doing from sitting on my chest. That was the second one. You're not feeling great. I can imagine. Dang. I actually have trouble sleeping in general. I mean, so you're like up while it all started. Thanks to Critical, you had Rice Gun videos recommended to you while he talked about it. Yeah, so like, generally what it is like, I feel like I use YouTube in a very strange way. A lot of the channels I watch every video they put out, I don't subscribe to them. For me, my subscription feed is for things that I like want to make sure I catch when I might miss other stuff. Live streams, like generally just subscribing to other like friends that are streamers and stuff, and like channels that I only watch a couple of their videos are usually the things I subscribe to. Like if they release a video every day, but I only like the video they release on Wednesdays, I subscribe to them, so I see that in my feed. Whereas a channel like, for example, just a channel that I always kind of think of with it, like Tom Scott or Odd Ones Out, I watch every video they put out. So YouTube just puts that video front and center on my homepage when it comes out, so I don't need to subscribe to them. But at the same time, there becomes a problem where if there is a new channel that I like, if there's like a video that just pops up in there randomly that I don't want to like, that I want to check out, but I don't want to risk it ruining this balance that I have on my homepage, I watch it in incognito. Hey, Splash, how's it going? Am I gonna become the Fortnite guy? They better make me the Fortnite guy. Hey, Amethyst, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Might hunt Tapu Lele next? I thought you said you weren't gonna do that one. Party wants to send your 3 shinies from a Mega Ruby to Ultra and stop the shiny lock? I mean, if that's what you want to do, go for it. I would say... I know it feels like... It seems like you just might not be in, like, a super great headspace, to an extent. And again, I'm not saying, like, anything bad or anything. You can be totally fine. It just seems like you're... It seems like right now you're kind of, like, wishy-washy on a lot of the, like, Pokemon stuff. I would say maybe think on that one a little bit, because that's just because, for me, I always get stressed out by irreversible decisions like that, you know? Not gonna lie, just let the YouTube algorithm do its thing. There was a while, I kind of broke this because a couple of the channels I watched started putting out, like, top 10s that I actually cared about. But there was a long time where I basically just trained the YouTube algorithm to think that, because, you know, the whole idea is, like, it wants to keep you on the app or on the site, at whatever cost. It's generally how it chooses, like, its engagement, like, decisions and stuff like that. I would force quit the app if it showed, like, a top 10 video. Because it was back before it was at least back before I understood that, like, before I knew that you could actually, like, say never recommend me this channel again. Which I think is mostly just a on the computer thing, and I was mostly just watching on phones. I would just, like, if, like, a top 10 popped up, I would just force quit the app. And eventually it picked up on the fact that it was completely 100% losing my engagement when I did that. And it kind of fixed it, but again, like, that was a lot more effort than it was probably worth, to be honest. If you don't want to deal with it, you might as well hunt it. Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna think about it for sure. Yeah, definitely don't just, like, do that one, because you might wake up tomorrow and be like, oh, dang it, I didn't want to do that. Black Widow has started the Fortnite cinematic universe. Next will be Space Jam. A new legacy, then Snake Eyes. Haven't heard of Snake Eyes. What's Snake Eyes? Doesn't Google have a thing where it gets your phone to listen to you and then recommends literally what you were just talking about? I mean... I always generally say, to an extent, I don't... While, yes, there's a microphone on your device you carry everywhere with you, I would say... I don't think people realize just how much information they can get off of, like, everything else about your device. The amount of information that comes from a video, or even an audio feed, honestly, is massive compared to, like, the data size for some other things you can do, like generally, I feel like a lot of people are like, I just talked about this thing and it popped up in my it popped up as, like, an ad. It's like, okay, but you thought of that random thought in your head is something you've thought about before. Like, if you just, like, say, oh, I'm gonna go on a vacation, and, like, then, like, suddenly Expedia ads are popping up. It's like, oh, I mentioned I was gonna go to a vacation with someone and the phone's heard. It's like, the phones didn't hear. It just knows that you were probably gonna want to go on a vacation. It has a profile strong enough for that, you know? So, definitely don't, like, give away your information, but at the same time, understand that you're giving away your information generally, you know? Made the mistake of letting YouTube autoplay choose what you watch, which is fine and good until you choose to watch a video about a scary topic. And it just takes you a video that's even more scary. Yeah, you left unchecked, the algorithm will just continue to push you. It's almost like it's just trying to push the envelope and see where you say no, you know? Like, I feel like that's almost what it kind of does, is, like, you start with something fairly mild into a category, and then it just, like, how about we take a step further, and it just sees where it ends up, and that's where you kind of end up in, like, that's where you end up in those situations where why there's a YouTube Kids app and a whole bunch of other, like, settings that creators have to check now. SCU is short for Fortnite Cinematic Universe. Okay, because you were posting that on Discord yesterday, and I kept getting confused and thinking you were talking about, like, some university. Autoplay sucks. Sometimes you'll fall asleep and it'll recommend you stuff you don't watch. Yeah, I turned off autoplay. Because, yeah, sometimes I will just, like, watch a YouTube video and fall asleep to it or something and not even realize it. And just in general, I don't want it to autoplay. I want to choose what I'm watching. But again, that's me being weird. I said you wanted Pokemon Snap ad, and when you watch a video, guess what ad you got? Pokemon Snap. I want you recommended to only be Pokemon. However, you watch one random video, and that channel shows up all the time. When you watch a bit of Punch-Out, you got more of that, so you're fine with it. So, one thing to note, Shy Dude, you can, like, right-click on computer, or not right-click, but, like, the little 3 dots, like, the more options buttons that pop up next to videos on your homepage. Unfortunately, it doesn't work on the recommended. But if a video pops up on your homepage, you can tell YouTube, don't recommend this channel to me again. Because I've had those situations before. It used to happen a lot back in the day, like 2014, or a little bit earlier than that. I would have, like, the situation where the app, like, loads, and then, like, you misclick, or the ad loads, and it shifts the whole recommended feed down a little bit. And, I would click the wrong video, and then only that creator would be in my feed, because, like, oh, you branched out, let's, you know, show you all these other videos from this creator you just found, and it's like, no, I didn't find them. I stepped on them weird. Speedrun for weird YouTube, turn on autoplay, search for period, one period, and let it go. That'd be interesting. Just leave it as your background noise on your second monitor. I went to a video titled something like "True Scary Stories That Ruin Your Day." It did ruin your day, yeah. I mean, it's not false advertising, it's just unfortunate. Your recommend is just so random now. It's so strange how, like, you say that, but at the same time, like, I imagine to an extent it's very much so you. And, like, almost none of it would match, like, what's on mine or something, right? Like, given that there is overlap with, like, video gaming and just, like, stuff like that in general, but, like, if Mel and I were to, like, look at each other's, like, YouTube feeds or something, like, they just 100% don't match. Like, I could talk to, like, you can pretty much go to anyone if walk up to some random person and be like, who are, like, big, like, creators you watch? And they could rattle off names of, like, creators that have tens of millions of subscribers that none of us have ever heard of. You know? Like, that's kind of crazy. One fighter in Punch-Out, Piston Hondo, and he speaks Japanese. Do wish you could understand him. I can't imagine it's, like, actually very solid Japanese. Granted, it might be, but I just can't imagine, like, any of the dialogue in Punch-Out's, like, actually, like, proper, like, dialogue and isn't just, like, random noises. Alright, I got a growl as well. And I'm just gonna hope that I get some crits. Creators that have millions of subs and you never heard of them until you either find them, recommended, or someone tells you. But I mean, just, like, not even necessarily like, oh, I'll find this person eventually. Like, they're just completely never gonna show up for you ever. Like, if you don't watch, like, any kind of content in those spaces, you know? And it's not bad or anything, it's just, that's how big YouTube is now. Because, like, think back, I think we've talked about this before, but think back to, like, early YouTube, like 2009 even, you know, you're looking at, like, the massive creators were in the hundreds of thousands of subscribers with, like, big news when, like, when anyone hit 1 million. Now, like, YouTube, when you get a gold play button, they send you a book full of, like, with the names of channels that aren't just, like, channels with over 1 million, but are the channels that hit 1 million subscribers this year, you know? Like, that's just... it's insane how like big the platform is now. You can have a book full of like creators that hit 1 million in any given year. It makes sense and kind of explains why like YouTube Rewind doesn't work anymore. Obviously they were just really tone deaf about it in 2019. Was it 2018? It was 2018 that they were just really tone deaf about it. Then 2019 they're like, we give up, we don't have any ideas, and it's like to an extent I agree with that. I think there are some things that like they could have made it about, but the thing is that it would still be about a certain bubble of the platform. It wouldn't really encompass everything, and you would have large swaths of the community that have like multiple like people, like multiple creators in it that have 20 million subscribers each and stuff like that, that like you'd have people being like, why weren't they in it? And it's like, because no one else knows them except for you, and like 20 million's big, but it's small in comparison to the platform, but like that's still pretty big to leave out, you know, stuff like that. Like when you think about a lot of YouTube stuff, like we would think about it in a certain way versus, you know, people who only really watch like makeup and beauty content on YouTube and stuff have a fully different understanding of who the big creators are, right? It's just how it is. It's just how it is on YouTube at this point. It's kind of weird. Some creators on Rewind you never heard of. Yeah, I mean, so many of the ones in the 2019 Rewind, so many of them, like, I had never heard of, but it was also because, like, a lot of it was just kind of crazy, where it's like, first creator of this nationality to hit, like, 10,000 subscribers and stuff. It's like, yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Like, it's a country that I've never been to. I don't speak the language, and, like, I don't... I'm not part of that culture. I don't get, like, the same kind of stuff they do. And they're smaller than the US in terms of their, like, presence on the platform. So, like, yeah, but at the same time. So, again, like, you go to, like, a country like that, and, like, the biggest person in our country didn't make the Rewind. It's like, you know, it's interesting. Let autoplay through the night and see where you land in the morning. Gonna get back to Punch-Out. Gonna lurk. Alright, Shy Dude. Hope you feel good. Best of luck with Punch-Out. Rewind's fun to watch. Just miss a lot of the stuff, which is why I kind of quit doing it. I think it's a difference between what YouTube wants to show and what YouTube as a company wants to show versus what YouTube as a community wants to see. I think the community would want to see a lot of the drama and stuff be brought into Rewind and kind of like joked about and stuff like that. I think the example I can think of that Game Theory put this idea forward back as like kind of a critique of the 2019 Rewind of like, there was plenty of stuff to make a real Rewind about. But what Game Theory, what MatPat put forward was the idea of like, embrace some of the drama that happened on the platform that year, but then like spin it in a positive light. The idea that he kind of had was, you know, that was the year, I believe, of all the YouTube boxing starting, or like at least some of it starting. That was the year of a couple like the big drama like things between like pairs of creators and stuff. It's like, bring them together, and then it's like remake like kind of that whole like Mr. Beast paintball thing, and like, oh, you know, we had our differences, but we're a team now, like kind of thing. Like you can spin it positively and like reference things that the community, or like that YouTube as a company probably wouldn't want to show to investors, is really the thing. Like, YouTube Rewind is pretty much an ad for YouTube to show, saying this is what YouTube is. And I don't think they want to show like big, like massive, like drama fights and stuff in there, you know? So that's where for YouTube it was easy to be like, look at the numbers, look at these numbers. Like, fine, we can show metrics, no one can argue with these. That's what it was. Half their audience is American. Welcome to YouTube. That's just kind of what it is. Like, I mean, I don't have my analytics up or anything, but like, most of my audience is from the US, which obviously makes a lot more sense as someone from the US. Also, guys, I'll mention it again. We have a good number of people here. For one, thank you to everyone who's gotten the stream to over 10 likes. I really, really appreciate it. We generally try to get about 15 likes per stream. Yeah, there we go. We generally try to get about 15 likes per stream. That's usually our goal. As well as if you are new to the channel and want to see more stuff, please subscribe. Our current sub goal is 2,630 subs. We were at 2,623, so we are 7 away at the moment. When we hit that sub goal, I do have a pack of Pokemon cards we'll open on stream, and that'll be a fun time. So yeah, let anyone know who might not be subbed if they want to sub and see stuff and you want to see the cards opened. Sometimes cool, and YouTube recommends you something, and then you go down the rabbit hole on the channel, or you get into it. You keep seeing videos that interest you. YouTube's fascinating. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just a massive site. And it is interesting to see how it works, and like to an extent, like it's one of those things, right, where you can't really like, you can only fault it so much for certain things, like when a lot of things seem clunky, it's like, alright, but like, remember how much content gets uploaded every day and stuff like that. It doesn't make it less frustrating and stuff. Hey, how's it going, Sloth? Welcome, welcome. Kevin, when you're not American. Canadian, right? I had to think about it for a second, but I think that's right. I think you've mentioned it. It's really weird when you find a big YouTube channel you like, and you learn that they're like 40 minutes away from where you live. And you probably met them without knowing. That'd be pretty cool, yeah. Yeah, like you just learn that like you've lived in like the same city as them. It's like, oh yeah, we might have just been like at the grocery store together, who knows? Maybe your YouTube homepage has changed a lot over the years. Oh, absolutely. I know mine has. It's just like interests fade in and out, channels fade in and out. When YouTube travels to Canada, it's extremely close to where you live. I've had that happen before. I've had it happen where like a YouTuber will do a video where they went somewhere. It's like they were probably like right by me. I have had that happen. Or where like they have a video and like their camera's outside and it's like I know exactly where they are. I know exactly where they filmed this. That was a kind of interesting experience, even if it was like a fairly public place that they were. So it's not like it was some kind of like secretive spot that I knew or something, but like still to an extent it was kind of interesting. Good to start working again. Nice, nice. Yeah, who knows how many people you see in public and they'd be like a popular YouTuber. That's another thing that I think about that's really interesting. It's like a really interesting concept. Like for one, there's the whole thing of like, you know, just realizing that like you walk past a crowd of people and all of them are just like also like fully fledged, you know, people that have like, you know, had just as much different experiences as you. Like that's always a weird thing to think about and remember, like, oh yeah, there's like everyone here is just like another me. They're all their own me, you know? Like, that's a weird thought. That was probably a really weird way to word it, but you know what I mean. But just also, like, the idea that, yeah, there's so many people that, like, are massive celebrities or stars in their field that, I'd walk past on the street and have no clue who they were. They'd just be a normal person. Like, just thinking about the number of, like, athletes that play sports I don't pay attention to, or like, just like actors and actresses that are in stuff that I would never care to watch and stuff like that. Just like, or celebrities that are in like their own whole like they're celebrities in their bubble, but like their bubble's like a big bubble. It's kind of the thing of like they could be like a talk show host that I don't watch television. I don't watch talk shows. I wouldn't know who they are. You know, stuff like that. As far as you're concerned, you haven't met any YouTubers you watched before or at all. As far as you know, yeah. Maybe you'll like watch someone someday and realize, oh yeah, you're like the dude I see all the time on like the bus or something. And they're like, huh, cool. Yeah, that's another thing too, is just like, granted, I'm a little more used to it, just like, I live near like venues that host things occasionally, so like, there have been moments where it's like, oh yeah, so-and-so's like, somewhere around here. That happens. I feel like it's a little bit different than like just the thought of like just running into someone on the street or something. Especially because knowing in those instances, usually it's like, shuttle into the venue, they do their performance, and then they shuttle out, like that's a little bit different than just like running into someone in like a town, like that happens to like live there or is like visiting something there that isn't like performance related. Or like I mentioned, like the scenarios of like a YouTuber just filming something there. That's not really like, I'm not like going to meet people, but it's just like they went there to like film something. Only seen a few celebrities in person. The whole Blue Rodeo band, for some reason, R.L. Stine, when they filmed it in your hometown. Nice! Free Moved, and some of the Cadet Smith. Nice! So many YouTubers you want to meet in person, but then you remember you have anxiety and you're shy. I feel that. Not R.L. Stine, Stephen King. I was kind of like, I don't think Goosebumps is it, but okay. That's pretty cool. Getting your authors mixed up. Similar genre. Technically true. Did I get Bulbasaur? Yeah, we got Bulbasaur yesterday. It was super hype. I was so glad to get that one finally. We've been sitting on that for a while. Yes, we got Bulbasaur. Hopefully I can kind of start wrapping up a couple other hunts that have been out there for a while. Did what? We found Bulbasaur. Need the clip now. I gotta convert it and edit it and stuff. This time I'm not being lazy, I'm just being proactive. I'm saving things for when I'm gone. For when I'm gone this weekend, so I can like have videos still upload and stuff. Want to go to a convention? Yeah. I haven't been to a convention in over a year, which obviously makes sense. It stinks because everything's shut down like right before one of the ones I go to every year, so it's like, I was like getting excited, getting ready to go, and it's like, no, not happening. It's like, dang. And then of course like a year later it still wasn't going to happen, and the one that would have happened in between that time also didn't happen. It kind of did like a whole, we're going to try to do a virtual thing, but like that's not the point of going to one of those. At least not to me. I believe one of your favorite bands grew up in Peterborough, which is where you were born, isn't far from home. It's cool knowing your chances of meeting them are high. Yeah, that's pretty cool. You're done? You're good at the game. Nice. Yeah, Punch-Out's not a very long game if you know what you're doing. Oh, thank goodness. I was gonna say like we were good to go, but I didn't want to say anything because Mudkip could have critted us. And it would have if I had said something. We all know that's how it would have gone. Went from struggling at Mr. Sandman to being able to TKO him with 1 round. Nice, that's awesome. Went to a 21 Pilots concert a few years ago. We're being loud. Nice, yeah. Yeah, concerts tend to be that way. Alright, yeah, we're making progress. We're heading for that 14 encounter estimate that we tend to have per stream. 7 encounters an hour in. It's not bad. Not extremely big on meeting celebrities or YouTubers though. If you happen to meet one, cool, but probably wouldn't bother them. That's fair. That's fair. I think in general, like, most are pretty chill with like people come up and saying hi. I know I would be, like, to an extent, if you're just like, hey, what's up? I know you. Like, that'd be kind of cool. But I get that. I've actually had a couple people, I think 2 people have been like, I've met them in various ways online, like just through other things, and like, oh yeah, I remember watching your stuff way back when. That's always cool to hear. That was really cool to hear. Like, one person just like messaged me like after I'd been in like another Discord server with them for a while, like, oh, by the way, like, I've been watching, like, I thought it was really cool that you like joined this because like I've been watching you since like the Trico stuff. I was like, oh, that's awesome. Like, that was really cool. But yeah, like, most people are generally, like, more okay with you coming up and saying, like, hey, I know you, can I get a picture or something? As opposed to, like, when people just, like, take a random picture, and they're like, I saw so-and-so, and it's like, that's weird. But yeah. If they're next to you in line or something, you're holding the door for them, I might say hi or something, yeah. Want to meet me IRL, but that probably won't happen. Get the channel big enough I can justify doing, like, meet and greets. I'm putting all this pressure on you guys. You guys will just have to figure out what conventions I go to when they start having them again. Did I ever cut my hair? It was kind of long one, Zig. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was Zig. That was like after 14 months of not getting my hair cut. Basically, I had gotten it cut to about this, and then the pandemic happened, and I didn't get my hair cut for over a year. And I got it all cut back off. But yeah, my hair was like really long, and it was very interesting editing the video for Zigzagoon because I was like, oh wow, my hair really was like way too long then, wasn't it? But I figured it was a time where it was like, this is my best chance to like go get my like grow my hair out and see what it would look like, you know? Hey, how's it going, John? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well today. Made a Pokemon team using only Punch-Out based Pokemon. I'd love to share it, but you have to work on it a bit. That'd be cool, yeah, if like you theme them after all the different fighters. Camera angle, even when you stand, doesn't make you seem tall, but if someone to see in person. Well, I mean, yeah, my camera's like up higher because it has to be, you know. Or it's not up higher than it has to be, but it's up higher than it would be for like a lot of people, I feel, maybe. Sorry, my nose is like super itchy today. Mashing B to get past that dialogue, swap over and hold down. Mash if the Torchic was shiny and Jirachi wasn't. That'd be okay. That would actually be okay. We have a way to deal with that. I have a couple of Game Boy link cables, so I can trade the Torchic away so we can continue to do this hunt. That is something that is possible. We can do that. I'd be pretty okay with that. It'd still be a shiny. It would actually be a rarer shiny than Jirachi, technically. Uncle does security, and he had several concerts. He met Disturbed, Metallica, etc. He also met Arnold Schwarzenegger. Nice! That's awesome. Probably figure out the conventions based on interests. Possibly. I was gonna try to abuse Nose Guard and Fissure, but even though there are legal ways to get it, it's not possible. RIP. Nice! That's a great way to start off a Mudkip fight. There we go. That's what all our Mudkip fights need to go like. Imagine if you could always land a one-hit KO move, though. That'd be insane, yeah. Play Pokemon being the people who do trading card game and VGC stuff. Oh, like official Pokemon things? Yeah. Dang, if only I was good at competitive Pokemon, I would be able to, like, go to one of those. Which, I mean, I could go anyways, but, like, if only I was good enough at it to, like, feel justified in going to one of those. I wish I had a little bit of music on during this or something, but it's hard to do, because, like, you can kind of flip it, you can kind of get music going, but it's difficult. It's difficult, and the Elgato software doesn't like switching that fast. If you want to go to one but you're bad at competitive Pokemon, right? Like, I had some buddies go, and they did decently, but, like, they'd whoop me in Pokemon battles, and, like, even they just did decently, right? So it's like, I'd probably be completely screwed. I've never been to a convention of any kind. They're fun, they're fun. I love going with friends and hanging out. It's like, usually just a really good weekend, you know? It was... I was really excited that this apartment was, like, really close, like, walking distance to a convention I would usually go to every year. And I was, like, so excited about that. I was like, heck yes, like, that's gonna be fantastic. Like, people can just stay at my place, we just walk over to the convention, you know, there's no, like, need to worry about hotels or anything like that. And then there was some clunkiness with when there was one year where it did happen. But then, like, keys and stuff became a problem. Leafly, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? But yeah, like, so I was so excited for that, and it worked for the 1 year. I was like, ah, that's cool, we can do it again. Then pandemic, and there was no convention. Conventions are fun, just depends on which one. Absolutely, absolutely. I feel like medium-sized or like medium to large conventions are the best kind. Personally, like the ones that are big enough that you have like people flying in from places to like be guests or like to come to it, but it's not like a Comic-Con or something like that where it's just you stand in lines all day. Like those just get too big, and I don't get that. And then small ones can be really fun too. Small ones can be fun for like building up a community and stuff, right? Get your butt whoop, probably even the lowest ranked VGC player. Need to make a separate account called MZ Games so you always know. So always knows you. Oh, it's you, MZ? Nice! Welcome, man. Hope you're doing well. Hope all is going well. Good to see ya. Japanese, though? What about Japanese? Is there any way you can make a team and then share something like a code? You can enter to be able to use the team for stuff like Battle Tower. I think it's possible. I think you can like set up rental teams. In Gen 8, I don't know about before that. I don't know how it works in Gen 8, but I believe it's the thing. Excuse me. Sorry about the yawn there. Dialga's a legendary, right? Yeah. Isn't rental codes a thing in Sword and Shield where people can share them? Yeah, I think so. But yeah, Dialga is... Dialga, that's Dialga. Hey, what's going on, Levani? How's it going? I've been watching this man for 3 years. A mad lad. Same as Vanillix, but they've been here even longer. Yeah, Vanillix is one of the people who watches, who's still around from the longest ago. With the exception of someone like Indy, who literally was like on Discord with me when I said, I'm gonna stream, check this out, make sure the audio's okay, for the first ever stream. I think the person who's been around the longest and still comes back to streams is Grenji. Grenji's been here since like stream 2 or 3. You read that? Yeah. I mean, especially stuff like that. Shy Dude just translates straight to like the English pronunciation. It's a little bit different when Pokemon start getting names that are like actually different. Things like Mokuro and stuff. Like, I know Mokuro. It just came to my mind. Like, I wouldn't know it off the top of my head if I didn't know that one. But like, when things like Dialga just translate straight through, or Necrozma, or Absol, and stuff like that. What Pokemon is that? Mokuro is the Japanese name for Rowlet. So one of your daily viewers, but YouTube barely recommends your streams anymore. Yeah, I mean the best thing with that, man, is if the notification bell isn't doing it, the other option is make sure you're on the Discord and make sure that the YouTube announcement channel isn't like muted, because I send out a notification on there every day that I stream, or like every time the stream's starting, just to like make sure people can see it and stuff. So definitely join the Discord if you haven't, guys. It's the best way to know that streams are happening still. Pokemon Lost and Pokemon Hope will be the last games of the franchise. That's kind of dark, but you're lucky your notifications work. I don't know. YouTube's fickle. YouTube's fickle. It's one of those things where like 0.1% of their notifications can be busted for people, and that's like millions of people still. Ah, no! This isn't gonna work for us, is it? Yeah, I know. No! We survived on 1 HP! I hit the button too fast! Don't even think you get notifications of Discord at all due to how many servers you're in. Yeah, I mean, I guess that could be a thing. I know for me, I tend to mute a lot of channels that are notorious for like at everyoneing or at channeling. With me saying that, that YouTube notification channel or YouTube announcement channel on Discord, I only ping at everyone when a new stream is going up. Even videos and stuff, I'm just gonna be like, hey, go watch this. Like, I won't like ping on that, but yeah, if you want to make sure you see the streams, definitely make sure like that channel isn't muted in any way and like can at everyone and it's like not muted. The bully strikes again. I know, man. I know. And again, what the heck is this? This is brutal. Yeah, I really only have a couple channels that I talk in. Crit, crit, crit. No, no. Alright, so we're gonna have to start off with a growl. I think. I don't think there's a way around it otherwise. Still not completely sure if you remember you that well. It was a while ago, but it's still epic. Remember your Regis for Jirachi and other hunts. Yeah, man, I remember you. I especially remember you. I at least remember you from you popping back up in the stream since I picked them back up. I will say, my memory in general is a little bit fuzzy of those hunts from like 2018, but your name is very familiar. I absolutely remember your name, and I do remember you being in streams, so yeah. Don't worry, I do remember you. You're in 4 or 5 servers and you only hang out in mine? Nice, I'm honored to have you there. Yeah, I have like one with some friends, or I have 2 with friends for like different friend groups for various purposes. I've got obviously mine. I'm in several of the different like streamer friend servers. I don't talk in those very often. Occasionally I pop in and like join a conversation, so it's like it's fun to be in those still. And then there's like one other server that I actually like talk in regularly. Name has changed a lot. Oh yeah. I remember all the name changes we went through until we finally settled on this one. I do remember, yes. I wanted to add a lot of your favorite Punch-Out characters, but just couldn't find a mod to represent them. RIP. RIP. Alright, once we find this Jirachi, we'll have found 10 for the day. Which, it's still crazy to me how much, like, faster this hunt's gotten over time. So I remember back with the first couple Jirachi streams, we were doing, like, 9 in 2 hours, and we were, like, pulling off a 10th by streaming, like, a little bit longer versus now where I could actually just, like, stop, you know? Sorry, 1 second. Yeah. Wish you had a cool anime profile picture like I do. Like my YouTube picture? That's just my character. Mario Maker Monday. Juan's never gonna let me forget that. It was MC Games, then you changed it to Topaz later, but you're signing on another account right now. Gotcha. And a lot of Discords, because 1, streamer Discord servers joined like 2 years ago, and 2, you play WoW a lot. Joined a lot of Discord servers to do voice comms with random groups you join. Yeah. Yeah, I get that. Like every like raid group has their own thing set up, and like anyone who comes in like has to join that new server to do their stuff. The shy back looking girl is funny. Oh, the Discord one. That's been my Discord picture since I created a Discord account. Like, it feels too iconic to me to change it. Also, I know we've checked every Jirachi twice, but I think that's fair. But yeah, that's been my Discord profile picture since I made a Discord account back in like 2015 or 2016. Yeah, it was 2016. I was like, yeah, if you do this again, I'll keep in contact so you can join your group, and you never do. I feel that, yeah. Just end up staying in their server even though you do nothing with it. Yeah, it's like, almost feels weird to leave at some point. For me, to an extent, I feel like it comes down to if I remove this server, the like positioning of all the servers on like the sidebar is gonna change. Is that an actual anime character? Or is it a character I found made? It is an actual anime character. It is now from the anime Charlotte. That specific reaction face is from like one of the OVAs. How long's it been since I changed my profile picture from the, I think, some kind of Decidueye? Yeah, so I updated the profile picture on YouTube probably back in like March or April? It's been the server picture for longer than that. Yeah, I forget when exactly I changed the YouTube picture to this, but it's been a little bit now. I get nervous to leave some of the servers because you have memories. The Invisible Girl? I forget the plot. Like, I know the plot of the show. I forget what, like, each person's thing was. But I think you're right, yeah. That was a good show in my mind. It just had horrible pacing, like half of Key's shows do. Granted, I say half of Key's shows, I mean like Key's shows all have bad pacing. Half of them have valid reasons for it. This is one of the ones that did not. Like, it honestly kind of felt like the first 11 episodes should have been one episode, and then, like, the 12th episode should have been the second 11 episodes. Hey, Gia, how's it going? Morning in Vietnam? It's 6:59 now. Well, welcome. Good morning. Hope you're doing well today. A white-haired girl can be invisible. One guy, Super Bolt, and the other has two personalities. Yeah, and the main character had his whole thing. Being able to like go into people's like minds. I'm gonna drop the Discord tag now, so everyone's in chat can DM me. What do you mean by that? Can't anyone DM me already? I want to turn off DMs. But I mean, I use DMs with people. In general, I mean, I feel like if you drop my... yeah. Dropping my tag in here is not going to do anything, because, like, anyone in here who can DM me on Discord's already in the server and could already do it anyways. Charlotte felt like 5 seasons and 12 episodes. Like, again, like, the first episode, like, really, it's only that last episode, right? Like, it should have been two cores. It should have been a 24-episode show. But they made it like a 1 core. I don't know why. Here's the thing. Key is really good at writing stories like that for visual novels. That's what they're great at. They made Clannad. That's really all you need to like know that like they know what they're doing. And they're great at writing that. They can't write for like something that has a finite like requirement and time span. Like you can, if you continue to write depth into a like game, you can just keep writing. Especially a game like a VN where like the script is the code, you know? So I feel like they just kind of kept writing and then they realized, oh shoot, this won't fit. And then they compressed that last episode to get their story across. Friends only wants that if your profile picture is animated and your opinion doesn't matter. Well, then their opinion doesn't matter. I don't know. First part is the first part is one season, and the brother thing could be another season, and the last episode could be a third season. I mean, that last episode absolutely could have been its own whole season. It felt so weird. The concept of that last episode taking place over such a long period of time just was hard to really think about because of how, like, quickly they rushed through it. Like, the idea that it had been years. Like, that episode took years, right? And it's like nothing. Twitter nerd. Actually, play Pokemon Omega Ruby. You can summon any Pokemon you want from Gen 1 to 6 with the modifier cheat. Yeah, there's a lot of ways to do stuff like that. I'm trying to get this one with, like, this disc, though, in Gen 3. I have a lot of fond memories of Gen 3 because it's the game I grew up with as a kid. I do still like Charlotte. Oh yeah, I still like it. Like, I'm not saying the show was bad. It's just like it could have been better paced. It could have been fleshed out more, or it could have been shortened. You know, either way. Like, again, it's not super bad. It's not like I'm saying it's a terrible show. By no means is it a bad show. Don't watch much anime. Would watch the OG Sun and Moon anime, not Ultra Legends. But they took it off Netflix. Oh, they did? I wonder why. Creeper blew up outside your base. Need to grab a cat, apparently. RIP. It's always a good idea to get a cat, though. There's some more work I need to do on the member realm. I kind of was working on some stuff, and then I started playing on my friend's server that he set up. But no one else is playing on that, so I'm probably going to start doing the realm again and kind of work on more stuff there. Blew up on your dogs where they lived. Oh, good. Oh, good. Make sure to give them food. Get them all healed back up. It's only how Ash adventured in the anime. If he had focused his Pokemon training much more, he could have won many leagues. This is true. This is true. But, like, if Ash won immediately, the anime would have been a lot different. Have an excess of meat because of villagers, so that's no problem at all. I know it's because of trading, but that just sounds so ominous. Like, just push a villager into the dog pen and be like, alright, mealtime. Did win Sun and Moon League with the crappy team and lost Sinnoh and Kalos with an OP team. The odds is more in his favor in Sun and, or in I guess not. Never mind. I read that wrong. Never mind. Ignore what I was gonna say because it was dumb and not actually relevant. Also, guys, I believe the stream did get to 15 likes, so thank you guys very much for that. I really appreciate that. We hit our like goal for the day, so like goal hype. we still do have the sub goal, and as I've said, if we do hit the sub goal, or whenever we do, not necessarily just today, or like any time specific, but when we do hit that sub goal of 2,630, we will open the pack of cards I got on my desk. Don't like Necrozma's fusions when shiny, it's an odd shade of pink. Huh, I'd never actually seen the fusions while shiny. And you see a clip button on the stream. Does he do have clips now? I think it does, yeah. I haven't used them at all, but I think they've like kind of been doing the slow rollout thing where they'll well, they added it for some bigger creators and they pushed it down to everyone. So yeah, it does have a clips button. I don't actually know how it works. Sure, go ahead. You can post them on the Discord, Shy Dude. Ah, dang, so close. It's interesting. I guess you can't crit in this battle. Because I've never landed a critical hit on Poochyena. And you would think that would have happened at this point. I don't think you've ever used the Ultra Necrozma once. I might have for like the story in like Ultra Moon one time or something. YouTube has a TikTok kind of thing now with shorts. It does, yeah, but that's different from clips. Yeah, I don't know. This is me being an old man in terms of internet terms. It's funny how like I remember back in like high school, I was like, I'm always gonna be going with the flow and like, you know, I'll never be like that person's like, I don't understand why they do this. This is dumb. I've become that, though. I have definitely become that to a point. One of my biggest issues with TikTok is the fact that it got so popular that every other platform is copying it and completely undoing all of the internet, like, all of the effort that the internet put in to, like, getting it to be acceptable to shame people for filming vertical videos. That's all gone now. Everything you see is in portrait mode. And it's awful. I hate it. I hate it. TikTok would be fine if it was viewed in landscape mode. But now you have people posting clips from video games that are in, like, portrait mode aspect ratios because it's like a TikTok clip, and I hate it. And it's made places like YouTube create shorts for it, and like it's made it where YouTube has started doing a thing where ads will play, like, or ads that aren't like a 16:9 aspect ratio will actually fill up that amount of screen and stuff, and it's annoying. It's annoying. I don't like it. TikTok ruined phone videos. You posted them? Alright, cool. Yeah, Sunshiny Showcase. Yeah. Let's check. I was in the wrong server and very confused when I was seeing different chats than what we have. I was like, huh. I actually kind of like those. I actually kind of like the look of those. They almost look like, kind of look like transparent a bit. But I guess that might be different, like, here versus in like, in-game, you know? I kind of liked it, though. No! I'm the only one who's supposed to get crits. Which forms would you use? I got Ultra Sun with the Ultra Segaleo, but you love Lunala. What are you talking about using the form for? Just like while playing the game? Oh, to shiny hunts? Like on your, I guess I'm asking on your team or in terms of like Ultra Wormhole runs? Unless you're just in Gen 8 and that doesn't even matter. I don't know, I kind of prefer Solgaleo in terms of the Ultra forms. In terms of those fused forms. Software Swing for Dragapult. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm a fan of Solgaleo. But it's up to you. If you like Lunala more, then use Lunala. It's not my decision to make for you. Oh, it looked like my cat was about to sneeze again. Oh, she is sneezing. I don't know why she's been sneezing more recently again. Spam through that. Cool. Milotic isn't able to use Water Pulse because it makes your phone freeze? That's weird. Like in Pokemon Go or something? That's strange. I wonder why it would make your phone freeze. Omega Ruby. Huh, how's that doing that on your phone then? Professor Oak, are you a boy or a girl? I guess no one ever asked him. I think he's a tree. It's in his name after all. Professor Sammy Oak. Yee. What kind of Pavilion do I like most? You like the Melody pattern? I don't really have a favorite Pavilion. I don't know all the patterns well enough. That's cool that yours is the Melody pattern. I'll have to look at what that one is. Like the Pokeball form? The Pokeball one is really cool. I do like that one. I don't know if I'd say it's my favorite, because again, I don't know what all the forms are. But the Pokeball one is really cool. Small kitten asleep on you. Ah, she's so cute. Nice. That's awesome. My cat is taking a nap over in her cat bed. I think you might just not use either form, so you have a full part. A full what? Like a full party? There we go. There we go. Good dialogue with Birch. Didn't goof it like I've been goofing it like most of the day. Today was like the first time I accidentally entered the nickname screen in a while. Excuse me, sorry. Tapu Bulu isn't red, hey, that's nice. What do you do? Paint it. Paint it red so it doesn't feel self-conscious. We'll do, we'll get an original form Kieran. When will that day come? Traffic controller? Oh no! Yeah, I hope it's okay, man. I bet it is. Those controllers can take a good beating. They shouldn't have to, but they can. Who's most recent sub? I think you know who it is, Shy Dude. Or should I say Absol? May the bully and the mud crit, yeah, right? Oh, please, please, dang it. I had no idea who that was, really? No clue. Just once live on 4 out of 20. Haha, that's the funny number. I gotta go now. Yeah, so breakfast. Alright, see you later, Gia. Thank you so much for tuning into the stream. It was good seeing you again. I hope you have a good day. I hope to see you again next time. Dang. Dun, 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 dun. We're gonna have to use Growl, that's the only way to get through this. I tried to not have to use it, but we're definitely gonna have to use Growl to get past this one. And even then, we're hoping for no mud crits. Gotta live on that one plant number for the laughs, right? Comedy gold. Hey Trevor, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. I remember when you were around 200-ish subs hunting down that Trico. You've come a long way on your channel. Keep it up. Thank you, Trevor. Thank you. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well today. And thank you for tuning into the stream. I appreciate it. And I really appreciate the kind words. Alright guys, I think we're gonna do this this Jirachi encounter here and one more today. I think that's where we're gonna call it. I would like to go longer, but like I kind of mentioned, the AC is being funky again, which is not a fun time, unless it's a little bit warm in here, you know. But we will find someone to raid after this for sure. You can head out? Alright, see you later, Shiny. Thank you so much for tuning into the stream, man. Good seeing you. Hope to see you again tomorrow. The silence of this part that has no audio. It's sad to know that there's like really cool music happening on the bonus disc, but we can't hear it because I can't have like both capture card audios happening at the same time. And if I swap between them too fast, the Elgato software gets so confused. One time I had to like reset the Elgato software. It got so messed up. All right. Alright, one last encounter here, one last full encounter. That'll probably take us until the end of the 2 hours. So yeah, we gotta find someone to raid here in a minute. Hint of the GTA 5 story, we love the Trevor character a lot. The characters are really cool. I didn't have any issues with the story personally, but I also was just in it for the gameplay. I was just in it for the driving around, you know. All the shenanigans. GTA 5 has ruined your name. I imagine there was like some hope of like, oh man, it'll only be GTA 5 for a while, then GTA 6 will happen and everyone will forget it, and then there just never has been a GTA 6. You got bored midway through the game and just returned it? Really? I mean, yeah, the gameplay's not for you. I don't blame you. I have played through it like 3 times. For various mostly because like I played through it on my 360. Then I played through it. Yeah, then I had to play through it on the 360 again because my save got messed up, and then I played through it on PC so I could just like do, you know, the after game stuff, you know. GTA 5 characters are pretty iconic. They are, for sure, especially Trevor. Being the most popular GTA game, you believe it. You believe in the most selling. Yeah, but at the same time, like, some of that's gotta come down to the fact that it's been, like, the newest GTA game for, like, 8 years. It's honestly more crazy that they still support it, but, like online in any way. I like the guy who roasted Franklin on his house front door. Oh, yeah, Lamar. Shiny coffee and let's go! Yo! Congrats, Sloth, that's awesome. Shiny hype for you, man. Excuse me. I don't think Rockstar are making GTA 6 anymore. They probably are, but it's hard to believe after 8 years. They'll make it at some point, but they made GTA 5, and the online was financially massively successful, so they just supported that for a while. It made sense initially to release it on 360, PS3, and then re-release it on the One and PS4. That made sense. The games just kind of came out at a time where it made sense to have the 2 versions. The PC release later also took some time, so like those kind of things make sense to have a little bit more development after that. Then Red Dead 2 was a thing, so they worked on Red Dead 2 for a while. After that, with Red Dead 2 coming out, I think they had Red Dead Online as well, which I don't think was nearly as popular. Yeah, so they did Red Dead 2. So I imagine GTA 6 is happening, but it's like, who knows what the scale they're aiming for with that is? Who knows what, like, who knows how long they've been working on it? You know, stuff like that. But I mean, yeah, at this point they've released that game on 3 different generations of consoles, so, like, that's a bit much. I want to play the new Ratchet & Clank game, but it's PS5 only. Yeah, and then PS5s are impossible to find. Ooh, that's not looking good. That's not looking very good at all right there, to be honest. It's gonna take a crit. Ooh, yeah. Maybe. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what they're doing, you know. It's like, we've had the conversation before, right? Like, why make big new game when, like, old game still makes money? Aw, Mudkip, I almost said Mudcrit. It's like the only way I call it, but yeah, Mudkip missing's fantastic. The only PS5 you've seen is the one at Walmart for display only. Same. The only PS5 I've seen in person was the one at a Best Buy when I walked in there, and it's like the console's been out for like over 6 months now, like almost 9 months now, and like I finally saw one in person, and yeah, those things are massive. And so much of it's the weird shape. If they just made it a rectangle, it wouldn't have been nearly as, like, bulky in terms of the space it takes up. Alright guys, I'm looking for someone for us to raid. Ooh, yeah. Definitely gonna raid Rising Blue Phoenix since it's been a while. Does Rockstar do bug fixes anymore? Feels like they don't anymore. I don't know. Probably only certain exploits. Alright, there we go. Saving and reset here. And then we shall see if we found the shiny. Alright, well, unfortunately for us, and totally surprising, no shiny Jirachi today. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the stream. We're rating Rising Blue Phoenix. Definitely go show him some love, check him out, give him some stream hype here. I'll be back on tomorrow, guys. Be sure to be here. It will be a Dynamax Adventure stream, and it is the last stream before I take a 4-day weekend, so really want to have you guys here. 1, just to see you guys, and 2, also so you guys can participate in those raids. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching the stream. Hope to see you all tomorrow, and until next time, take care.